Hi everyone. Today we're joined by Liam Cook, who is an English teacher at Northampton Academy. Liam, can you show us how you use OneNote and Class Notebook for the I, we and you live modelling, please?
100%, yeah. So when I use this with classes, what I tend to do is I'll pose a question with part of the solution already answered for that I section. So here's a lesson I did with year 10 on an spectacles. So the question I posed was, how does Priestley use Sheila Berlin to explore the progression of her gender identity? And for them, I had a pre-prepared model sort of introduction or thesis statement that the class could then sort of use, which we then discussed. So I gave them 2 minutes where I read it out, talked to your partner, what's good about this, how could this be improved, what areas of growth might we see, what has this person done well, those kind of questions. Let that conversation take place with some probing sort of why questions, and then made some changes to it. So if you have a look at it now, this was the final version of it where we've upscaled some of the vocabulary, we've included some contextual knowledge, and we've tried to be really ambitious with our vocabulary. Following that, the class then works with me to produce a we model that we write together. So I'll leave this one on screen, I won't read it out, but essentially we work together to write a model paragraph. So I'll start sentences off, so I'll say, right, I want to start with a discourse marker. What's a great discourse marker for your first paragraph? What do you think? Brilliant. Firstly, at the beginning of the play, Priestley, what did he do? And I'll keep teasing answers from the class. And this is a great opportunity for me to check people's understanding by using a bit of cold call. I tend to avoid using hands up for this because this is about me trying to get a response from the class. Where I've worked with teachers that are sort of newer in their career or in their sort of formative years of teaching, I might prompt them to have a pre-written model in front of them, so they're not sort of under the pressure of needing to think on their feet so much. So this can be done sort of genuinely live, or this can be sort of pre-rehearsed, and you're leading pupils to the right answers that you've already pre-planned. The class works together with myself typing on OneNote, and because I'm using OneNote, it gives me that ability to sort of zoom in, zoom out, make edits. If I want to, I can grab my pen and I can annotate parts, whatever I want to do until I've got that sort of first bit done. That's the end of our sort of we phase. If I wanted to progress it even further, I could maybe go back through it, we could live mark it, we could point out as areas for success, we could have a success criteria on screen. But in a simplistic version, this then becomes our we model. Then, thinking about that I, we, you from Rosenshine, I might then pose the next part of the lesson, which is a you phase. So I might have prepped the class on the quotations that I want them to use, or the knowledge that I want them to impart, or I could have them do it cold, where they need to work from memory or use their folders or a knowledge organizer or whatever tool that I'm using. The class then has a timer on the screen, and they can then work through and produce that piece of work, which finishes off our I, we, you process.